to adjust the fucking gain on this thing. Ha! Ha! Properties. Ha! Ha! Is this very loud? Is this very loud? Ah. Ah. Ah.
Welcome back, Commander. I'm a little busy right now, so fuck off.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
That's already done.
Gorlami. Thanks.
That's already done. That's already done.
I'm sure the universe is full of intelligent life. It's just been too intelligent to come here. Arthur C. Clarke.
That's already done.
Kraken. Is that gravity?
That's already done.
Zagramiti? I don't even know how to say it. I'll be honest. But what's cracking, my dude?
When you live 20 minutes from
That's already done.
at its finest.
Trading. So around the second Odyssey update, my save file got corrupted. FDev did jack shit about it. And I stopped playing for about 6 months. So now I'm trying to build this account back up and get all the engineering done again. Because it looks like I've never played before in my life, yet I was once double elite. That'll be my next step once I get money and a little bit of time to get some engineering done. I'm going to go on a road to riches thing out to the crystalline sites probably 2 or 3 times to fill everything up. I'm not even sure where that is. Did I come across you? Did you come across me? Sure. Let's see. Oh, damn. You way the hell out there. What the fuck?
You're lost, aren't you? Admit it. There's no shame. Sort of.
Never made the Colonia trip. Never gone to the core either. Zoom out. Yeah. You're
Let the
way out
warrior
there.
spirit guide you. Today is a good day for pancakes.
Today
Gordon
is a
Ramsay.
good day for pancakes. What'd you take out there? Jumpaconda or?
That's already done.
Disengage Super Cruise Assist.
Okay, Commander.
So yeah, I'm just kind of being lazy.
Orbital flight engaged.
Verlachi.
Lakon Golf, Romeo 8. You are approaching a federal port, Commander. Please submit a docking request.
Victories
Access
in
approved.
what?
Make your way to landing pad.
Oh, okay. Those ground
Automated
things I
docking
did.
confirmed.
That is already
Landing
done.
gear deployed.
Docking completed. Power down systems.
Repairs, fuel, weapons, check. Completed.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Excuse me. So we are going to Ross 878. Jake's Enterprise. Launch ship.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear for takeoff.
That's already done.
Fucking slow ass brick. Come on. That's just 2 jumps. 5 jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
Clear ahead. This is SB.
3, 2,
Exit protocols.
Compiling data now.
Well, he's gonna run 500.
That's already done.
Rocket
fuel
Tahoe.
scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
Standing by.
I am here.
Greetings.
I'm here.
Greetings.
Greetings.
4,
Course
3,
adjustment.
2,
Adding information to database.
fuel scooping.
Oh shit, someone's gonna try to pull me.
Playing entry. Stand by.
Fuel scoop
A
disengaged.
witness is a consolation. It is represented as a river.
Showing you the closest
There
threat.
you go. First time I've done this in Type 7 in years. Let's see. Great. What a punk. Oh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Vectors. Exit protocols.
Scanning now. Access
Fuel
now.
scooping.
Stand by.
Class M star. Class M star. Class M star. Class M stars. Red stars that form the main sequence of the galaxy. Their mass is low. As is their surface temperature.
Phenomenal. Impressive.
Yo. Of course, the party audio is always going to be on the wrong fucking thing.
Heavy Sphinx.
Now I can hear you.
Guess who's on right now? Buffalo. Heavy Sphinx is on.
I don't remember him.
He's the guy that Oblivious went to war with, and they were a complete noob group, and they just all their new players. And then they had a duel to end the war. Might have been slightly before you joined, but
Yeah.
everyone.
I remember you guys talking about Sphinx, but I never. That was right before me.
Yeah, the war's supposed to be over because they're supposed to be in the war. And then occasionally they would get back on and mess with our BGS. Because they're still salty about it years later.
Fuck, I'm salty about my goddamn race tonight. Shit sucked.
iRacing?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, it's just stock cars at a F1 course. Like,
Did you end up getting in a wreck, or?
kinda. I mean, I'll just send the clip
That's
in
already
the
done.
Discord. That's easier to just show you what happened.
So, Taxi.
Yeah, what's up?
And my shields is current iteration. If I add, if I just add, so it's not gonna be, you know, the idea is just to sit there and you know, heal you, right? So I put two Guardian modules, and then I put all Guardian shields. Just from from a whole stack of Guardian shield modules that I added to it, I got 2K in shields just from that. Yeah. So I wonder what'll happen if I'm gonna look at my other build and then add this to that, you know what I mean, this idea to that, and then see what happens.
Damn, Twitch makes up some pretty fucking random link names there.
That's already done.
Alright, while I'm in here, I'm gonna take a look at this.
Searching database. Stand by.
Status.
Light. We used to believe light was a
So
wave.
federal liberal.
Then we discovered it had the properties of a particle that we call a photon. Now we know it, like all
Economy.
elementary quantum objects, is both a wave
But it doesn't
and a
matter
particle.
because
Phenomenal.
they are.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's see. They are at war with Futoma. Or sorry, no. Nope. They are not at war. They are at war. Okay, and then let's see. Thermo Incorporated is at war.
That's already
Okay,
done.
so they're locked in.
I did some war zones first today. Odyssey was it?
Scanning.
Somewhere where we're moving up the ladder, but we were the highest.
So the biggest concern in Hermo today is that Hermo Democrats at 5.5% has a positive influence gain on economy and security, whereas second on the board at 12.7, Federal Liberal Plan only has economy increase.
That's
So,
already done.
Sounds like the imps are attacking you and it's not FLC.
yeah. But if FLC gets armed in the
Or FFC
Or,
FLC is trying to make it look like it's the imps.
yeah,
They've never done anything like that before.
no.
Now you never know.
I was being
I
facetious.
mean, I'm not saying
They've been
they
caught
are. I'm
red-handed
just saying
several
I
times.
think I'm a person that thinks out the box. You know what I mean, Buffalo? I tried to put myself in the mind of my opponent. Think as they
Well,
would think.
You don't want to be in the mind of FLC.
Yeah, I've heard stories. We have an ex-member of them.
The only thing they have going for them is numbers. That's about it. But, we'll see. I'm on my way to pick up some gold, and I'm gonna drop that in my Alfie. Gold's actually selling very well in Hermo.
I'm just doing
I only
trade
did-
loops right now.
I only did one cutter load of gold, and I got 40 million in cargo profit out of that in Hermo.
Nice.
I mean, obviously it's fake because I'm funneling it through my carrier, but still, as far as like BGS cargo profit, it's pretty darn good. I mean, I made like 10 million off the run, but not bad.
Well, if you need help funneling it through your carrier, you know where to call. Got me at type 7 now. Fucking floating apartment building. But no, I mean, I was doing alright in that race. It was tough because, like, it's an oval car on a fucking very technical road course. But I made the mistake of following someone into a corner. They drove it in too hard. They got out of the way just in time. It was like he pulled out of the way, and then there's a car just not moving in front of him.
Stranded car.
It wasn't even stranded. It's just he missed his braking points because I was using him as a reference for my braking point. I missed mine and didn't have the time to react. And then after that, every time I touched the brakes, all the wheels locked up, and it was just broken.
Oh man, that sucks.
Somehow, I still got scored in 12th for the end of the race after only completing like 11 laps.
A lot of crashes on there then, I'm assuming.
No, just a lot of people didn't show up this week. We usually have like 23, 24 racers. We had like 18. 4 or 5 of them were out in the first lap.
Ah.
The season's almost over.
Where do you think you'll place?
In the season, I'm locked in at 12th place for the season because I missed the playoffs. So basically,
It's
right
about
now we're just cannon fodder.
Middle of the pack.
Yeah. I actually kind of suck because they have one drop race before the regular season is over, which is over. And the playoffs start. There's 7 more races.
Yeah.
But I was like running 8th all season, and then that last race of the season was terrible, and it ended up being my drop race, and that with everyone else's drop race, that took me from 8th to 13th, right out of the right below the cutoff for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then after that, somebody broke some rules and got kicked out. So I moved up to 12th, but I didn't qualify for the playoffs beforehand, so it's couldn't get grandfathered in the playoffs. It wouldn't have mattered anyways. At that point, I was like 106 points behind first, which that dude is like won
That's already done.
almost every race this year. For this season. I hope he doesn't join back in next season just because you need to be racing in a
Landing gear deployed.
higher class if you're like tonight he lapped all but 2 cars. I mean, good for you, but you need to be racing with the next class up of people.
Welcome to the station, Commander.
Is it just the car, or is it just the skill level, or is it
Both.
so when you're saying class, he's
No, I'm talking about
basically
skill level. Like, he needs to be in a better league.
Request complete.
Hey, maybe it's it's like the trans athlete swimmer in the girls swimming college championship.
Dude's a fucking alien.
Freaking lap all the ladies
That's
by
already
2
done.
laps, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this seems normal."
Although next season we're going to the trucks, and I'm looking forward to that. I do really good in that car. Unless iRacing throws a curve at us and gives us the new truck before our season
Dark
starts.
matter is a kind of matter that accounts for most of the matter in the entire universe. Dark matter is one of the greatest mysteries in modern astrophysics. It cannot be seen directly with telescopes, or evidently it neither emits nor absorbs light or other electromagnetic radiation at any significant level.
It's over here.
Narcotics.
Oblivious. Okay. Commander Dippy Lippy. Okay.
Oh, I saw that carrier.
Cargo hold at
Tremonious Monk.
Yeah, that one appeared. That one actually appeared around 8 o'clock.
Well, I mean, there's not much they can do in her, or I mean, Without You. I mean, that's at like 83 fucking percent or some crazy shit.
LHS 1914.
Alright, I'm on my way back. Funnel this gold through my carrier. Oh, gross. I have Ray Ray's barrier targeted.
Launch.
Which one? The Queen Bonnie or Queen Bonnie 2?
Hang on. I mean, stand by.
I don't even know.
There we are.
I already
Done,
clicked off
Commander.
of it. One of my carriers. So I can
Powering
funnel some gold.
Right?
Stand by for launch.
Landing gear retracted.
Docking coupler disengaged. Your way is cleared for departure.
Cad motherfucking Bane.
That's already done.
Grape juice.
It's called grape drink.
Grape drink?
Christ.
You're lost, aren't you? Admit it. There's no shame. Sort
I love myself some grape drink.
Frameshift drive charging.
Or it's a purple drink. Water, sugar, purple.
Jumping lets us that's already done.
See, I wonder if these eggs are still good. Let's take a look.
Scanning now.
System scan.
Accessing library.
Fuel scan.
Yeah, those are not good. Sell by December 29th.
Class M
Those are old.
star. Class M stars are red stars
We got
that
these
form
new
the
ones.
bulk of the main sequence stars in the galaxy. Their mass is low, as is their surface temperature.
Frameshift drive charging.
Impressive.
Sell by December 6th. Wow, those are really old.
What the fuck are you looking at? Halloween candy?
No. Looking at eggs.
I guess. Why do you have my answer is a question I have to say. Why do you have that many eggs?
Wait,
Or
okay.
eggs?
Well, it's because I'm rarely home anymore. Well, over the past
Scanning.
days I've been home, but see, I think this one is the new one. There we go, February 22nd. Okay.
Fuel scan.
That's still
I remember.
22nd? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, did you say Pat? It's February 2nd. You're like, those are good.
No, those would be not good.
Today is a good day to die. Chief Lodo.
I might make some scrambled eggs or something.
Everybody quiet. He's here. Stop talking about him.
Hey guys. Ah, fuck. Shit.
Ah, shit.
So how come you had to leave early?
A friend of mine sent me an ominous text message. They sent me an address and they said, please come get me, I need help. And the address was to a fucking hospital. So I whispered Banana. I was like, I'm sorry, dude, I have to go. I have to leave immediately. So a friend of mine is asking for my help they're at the hospital. I went there. It was the two ladies from HR, very, very drunk. They called for my help. They were at a bar that was near a hospital. They walked over to the hospital, and then asked for help because there were a bunch of creepy men that were touching them at the bar.
Oh.
So, good news. Nobody's injured, but it was probably a good thing that I went because, you know, they wanted somebody to show up that they could trust.
Oh, I got
That means that they
You know,
trust
not
you,
like
so
not
now
not another
now you're
creepy
one of
Uber
them.
or something like.
Now you're one of them. So yeah.
You are now an HR lady.
Oh, rescued the HR ladies, so I get one free pass, right? I'm just kidding.
Kinda.
Well, I might get some favoritism if ever somebody was to report me to HR. Because there's only 3 people who work in HR, and 2 of them I rescued.
That's crazy. I'm surprised they called you. You would have thought they would have called like another girl or something to come pick them up.
I'm the closest person to them.
I think they called him because he's a man, and 90% of the times men will be put off by doing something to a woman, and they see that a man that they know is nearby.
I rolled up in an expensive car and asked, and just rolled down my window. I was like, "Hey, ladies, why don't you get in?"
What expensive car were you in?
I was in a Audi RS5.
Oh yeah, RS5. Ooh.
You just drop them at their place, or where'd you drop them off?
Their cars weren't too far. They needed me to drive for like maybe 5-6 miles, but after I picked them up, they were like, "Hey, thanks for picking us up. We'd like to buy you dinner since, you know, you came all this way to come and pick us up." So I was like, "All right." Well,
like at any point during this, did your brain just have Akbar pop up screaming it's a trap?
No, I know them pretty well.
And then, you know, he went out to dinner with them, and then they invited him home for coffee. He smashed.
That's not.
He smashed the 2 HR ladies.
Yeah, I just, you know, I picked up 2 hot ladies in my very expensive car, and then, you know, drive them to dinner, and then, you know, get invited over to their house
for coffee. For coffee.
It's just for coffee. It's just for
So
coffee.
were they like way too drunk to actually drive, or?
Oh yeah, they were definitely too drunk to drive.
But they drove home anyway?
So you just dropped them off in their car and said, later.
They told me they weren't going to drive home from there, though. They, I assume that they have somebody else, a third person, that's not with them, but...
Or they just went to sleep in their cars and just said,
I offered to drive them home. I offered to drive them home, but they wouldn't let me, so...
Well, how would they get their cars? Kind of makes sense.
That's already done.
I don't know, maybe they have something in the car they need or something like that.
So you just drop them off at their cars then?
They probably have a vibrator in their purse. I need to go get my vibrator. I can't leave it without it. You know how women are.
No, I mean, I figure it's probably something. It would be something more personal than that. Probably like one of them is diabetic or something.
Or like house keys.
Yeah, or house keys.
Like if they're going, I know a lot of people.
Well, they can Uber from there. That's not a problem. They can Uber from there. The problem was that they had creepy guys chasing them.
Yeah, well, yeah, I just know so many chicks who they're going to the bar. They lock their car, they leave their purse in it, and just take their ID and their card out and put it in their pocket. Some cash.
They told me they weren't gonna drive, and of course they can lie to me, but you know, I'm not gonna hold them hostage in my car and basically not drop them off. You know what I mean?
Grown-ass adults, yeah.
Yeah.
Make your own decision.
Perhaps today will be the
They could have
day
used this
that
as
you
an
demonstrate
opportunity
that
for them, like,
humanity can
ladies.
indeed rise
I had to drive
above
all
your
the way out
past
here,
stupidity.
decided to get drunk, and you
I'm
interrupted
not
my raid night.
I told him about that. You interrupted my raid. No, I mean, what do we have? 20 minutes left on our raid time.
Yeah, we didn't really do much after you left. I don't. Yeah, we didn't down any bosses after you left.
I pretty much screwed you though.
No, you didn't. We cleared. We didn't have enough time to get to the boss, even if you were there. We just basically cleared up to where you turn in the quest.
I don't know. I mean, you're right. I could infer that there's the possibility that they could drive drunk. I mean, I recommended that they didn't, but again, both 35, 32 to 35-year-old women.
On ship.
Perfectly.
Oh man, and you.
They tell me they're not gonna drive.
32 or whatever. And
32 and 35.
And missed threesome opportunity. Just saying.
Yeah, totally. Gotta agree.
Just think about that. That's Taxi's age and my age.
I mean, they're quite attractive, but it's not the right night for that. Especially saying under the circumstances I picked them up.
Yeah.
67 years.
And they needed. they needed somebody that wasn't gonna creep on them.
That's already done.
Night vision.
Oh, at least
That's
it was nice.
affirmative, Commander.
Yeah. Scared me though, giving me an address to a freaking hospital and not saying anything else to me.
Yeah, did you tell me you were kind of freaked out?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? I thought you guys well, the only person I heard from was just one of them. So I assumed that like she was somewhat near where I lived and for some reason ended up in the hospital and needed help.
Hey, guess who's on? Dangerous right now. Your buddy, your pal, Heavy Sphinx.
Disgusting. I wouldn't know he blocked me. So.
He's still on my friend list.
Ew.
I just use it for tracking purposes.
That's disgusting. Did we get pooped on BGS?
No. We went up above 50. Well, we went to basically 50% in Irmo, and
we only gained
Niobe,
2%.
though, well, no, we went from 45 to 50 in Irmo, but in Niobe we only gained about 2%, which, I mean, it's not like we did a lot there, but at the same time,
we did more than enough to get above 50.
Right. So it's clear to me that work being done. Let's see. So we are going to get pushed back in Kermo tonight, based on what I saw in there, because one of the groups towards the bottom of the board at 5% has both security and economy increases. But which should be fine. Should be fine.
Engaging now.
We got 200 million in bounties from raised guys, and then I dumped in 40 million in profit and did 6 missions already. I think Thermos will be fine.
Adding information.
So
not gonna lie, a little bit
drained
tonight.
Damned if we give it to the imps.
Plus F star.
And the healing situation
Plus
was
F stars.
like unfathomably difficult
Main sequence stars.
tonight.
Hey, at
Range
least
in
it
mass from
wasn't
1
as bad as
to
the other night with
1.4
the
soda
tank
masses.
decides that, you know,
Have a
he's
surface
gonna,
temperature reaching
like you said,
7,600 Kelvin.
Turn his
the
back
one
to
way
the
the
boss
boss.
and get crippled.
and blame it on you.
Dude, I
No,
was
he
pissed at
didn't.
Banana today because he made it my fault, and I was like, dude, for real, you're siding with Smooth Brain.
yeah. Well, and I did. Yeah, I think I don't know if you saw my message that I sent you about the fact that he said, "Oh, it would have been much better if I would have just died and then got
Confirming exit point
resurrected."
telemetry. Stand by.
On literally a boss fight that if you die,
Yeah,
it
you're-
murders everybody else.
Executing now.
Yeah. Makes sense.
System
Just a
scan.
boneheaded comment.
Yeah. That's the name of the system.
Class M star.
What?
Class M stars are red
Spelled
stars that
Echo,
form
Echo,
the
Alpha,
bulk of the
Echo,
main
Alpha.
sequence stars in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Their mass is low,
Yeah.
as is their surface temperature.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I am now looking at Niobe status. Let's see what we got. We've got economy increase for 9th. We've got economy increase from Marsh to advanced holdings. And increases for Niobe Dynasty. Yeah, someone's going in here and doing missions for people.
Ninth Legion and a Mars Faro advance holds are both active squadrons. And that area is favorable to the Empire, so they have a stake in taking it. Interesting, though, that we should see...
Fast K stars are yellow, orange, main sequence stars with a long and generally stable life.
Well, the Federation would.
They
But
range
there's
from
economy
0.6
increase
to 0.9 solar
single
masses
group on the board.
and have
We're
a
the only
surface
one
temperature
with both
reaching
security
5,000
and
Kelvin.
on me, but yeah, someone's doing missions in
For everybody on the board.
yeah.
It's probably Sphinx.
Where was that? In the Alfie?
Yeah, Alfie.
I came across that 11 bullets guy again.
Confirming exit point
It's
telemetry.
either an alt or just a new. But they were like
Scanning now.
mostly harmless and shit like
In
that.
Hermo or
In Hermo, yeah.
Accessing database. Stand by.
Class G star.
Not too concerned about that.
Class G stars are white, yellow main sequence stars. They range in
So
mass
the Teardrop
from
Crimson
0.8
Spinal is available for me to
1.2
pick
solar
up
masses
from
and
Bellbear.
have a surface temperature reaching 6,000 Kelvin.
Sounds like
Probably.
a
Yeah, we got-
2005 deathcore album.
We got quite a few of those from
Epic
Black
Gems.
Temple. Yeah, we got quite a few of those. I got a upgrade today, but I got my best in slot blows, but I'm not gonna use them until I have more pieces. My best in slot legs dropped today, but unfortunately, Al person got it. I don't know why we have 2 enhancement shamans in the raid, but whatever.
I'm about to get pulled.
I'm sure if somebody feels the same about us having 3 Shadow Priests.
Oh no, everyone loves that shit.
Bro, Benedictus and I got pampered tonight. We had Boomkin.
Transit.
And we had
The
Shadow
passage
Priest
of a celestial
Pyramid.
body across an observer's meridian. Also, the passage of a
Even
celestial
with
body
that,
across the
healing was
disk of a larger
absolutely
one.
unfathomably difficult. We're doing something wrong in Black Temple. We shouldn't have to. We were putting out like he was on par with a freaking boss fight for trash.
You talking about the ones with poison?
Well, those things were just unbelievably murderous, and I'm wondering if we needed to spread out or something.
No. You have to interrupt, and you have to have all the shamans need to have their poison totem down, and that's not that bad. Like when we actually beat it, it was.
Yeah. Didn't require any healing the time that we beat it, but
yeah, everyone was
That's all
interrupting and doing what they needed to. But yeah, if you just let that stuff go, yeah, and kill everyone. It's
no,
gonna
I
be
had
murderous.
to.
Rocky
It's
well.
too bad I had to leave early
Little unknown
because
surface
I
metal
was actually
content.
pretty proud of the
Worlds like
log
this
that I was
have lost
developing
most of their
there. I
volatiles due to
got
fast
top
heating,
heals
and any metallic
on
content
trash
form a small central
until I had to leave.
core.
Yeah.
Impressive.
I still parsed like shit though, even with major buffs.
No, I get it.
Well, I had one boss fight where I just had all the worst RNG.
Yeah, that's 23 million in cargo profit. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go do another run and then start doing bounties. The missions here suck absolute donkey. They're terrible. Alfie.
Dog shit 2 missions.
Oh yeah, they're all like, one night in this stuff.
Oh, I thought Ray Ray loves those, right?
Terrible. Oh yeah, Ray loves ground missions.
Automated approach engaged.
He probably fell asleep.
The mining ones.
That's already done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he better be asleep by now. It's 1 a.m. for me. It's probably 4 a.m. for him. No, it's 3 a.m. his time. I'm pretty sure, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, we're about to,
I'm pretty tired myself.
Yeah.
Abusing my body, putting Red Bull in my bloodstream to get better healing performance. The first wipe that we did on Mount Hyjal, I was like, oh no, this won't do. Then I went and chugged like an entire Red Bull can.
Oh my god, I can't drink Red Bull. That's
Oh dude, it's
so
foul.
nasty.
It's disgusting, but afterwards, my raid improved. It was basically a raid consumable. Like, my heals were so much better after that.
Fuel, weapons, check.
Oh, who's messaging me?
Completed.
Messaging you on what?
Discord. Who app mentioned me?
I mean, I sent you a private message asking you where you went, but other than that,
Owl got one. Ezra Mav got one. I guess the spreadsheet. Oh, it's Black Temple Guide.
Man, Tazi and Al just don't even do hardly any DPS.
Tazi and who?
Al on his enhanced shaman. Like, yeah, there's actually a very big stink about it in the melee chat because Ezra Mav was in there and we all agreed that it was kind of bullshit that Tazi got that bow, which is best in slot for hunters, when he's not even attuned to Black Temple and his DPS is complete dog shit. It's kind of like a slap in the face for the other hunters that are made the effort to be attuned.
I totally agree with that, because if he wasn't actually in the raid when it dropped and he's just, what is that, loot council?
Oh no, it's not loot council. He got it from KSK, but
he wasn't in the raid. You can't roll KSK if you're not in the raid.
No, he was in the Hyjal raid. It dropped in Hyjal.
Oh, it dropped in Hyjal. Okay.
Yeah. But he's made no effort to improve his gear. He's basically just using the guild runs to improve his gear and not doing anything else to improve his gear. And then he's not even attuned to Black Temple. So, I actually talked to Sagler, and
heck, I was late
about it.
I was late, and even I'm attuned.
We basically told both me and Sagler had the same idea that if he asks for that thing to be enchanted by the guild, that the answer is going to be no until he gets attuned, and there's going to be a time limit on him getting attuned. Because that's some BS. Like, I can see why the hunters are super not too happy about it.
Well, to be fair, you didn't break any rules.
Yeah.
So even though it's not fair to the guildies who have much better performance and they're keeping up with guild activities, he hasn't broken any rules. He won it off KSK, and he's asking for, if he asked for an enchant on it. He also, there's no other good reason to deny him the enchant.
No, I mean, if he gets attuned, we'll grant it, but since he's not attuned to Black Temple, he's not putting forth enough effort to be raid ready, and so the guild doesn't benefit from him having much better gear, and so it's not worth it for the guild to enchant it. It can't be used in Black Temple.
I suppose you could make a case about denying him enchantment.
Yeah.
If he's not providing value to the guild.
That's basically, well, Stagler wants to kick it from the guild, but I basically went along with the idea that it's not to get that thing enchanted until he actually puts forth some effort on getting his Black Temple attunement. I mean, I might have even gone as far as getting his DPS up, because his DPS is barely above the king as a hunter, which is embarrassing, considering hunter and warlock and mages are like top tier DPS without even trying.
Yeah, Ocus was ready to explode on the Pallies today. He hates our paladins in our guild with a burning passion.
Well, other than yourself, I'm sorry, it can't be that hard to get fucking paladin buffs down. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I haven't had any problems for a few weeks, but you know I've had quite a few problems. I'm like, well, why the hell is this person doing might instead of this person? And why the hell is that I'm constantly having to ask for the buffs for my spec because someone is too lazy to, you know, they're just spamming class buffs instead of, you know, giving buffs that are needed.
You know, unfortunately, I'm not the person who sets pally power. I used to be, but they took me off of it because they said I wasn't doing a good enough job. So, personally, I think things were just fine when I was doing it.
Now.
Yeah, they were. It's mostly
just actual paladins like Scrubby just not doing the assignment.
Yeah, it was Scrubby's fault.
At least everybody had the right buff on.
Yeah. No, I didn't mind when you did it. It was just Valve that was always a problem, and it was Scrubby. So yeah, I thought it was kind of ridiculous that they did that.
They kicked me off of it. So that's, but they did it for more reasons than just that. They had to give Benedictus something noteworthy to control, because they wanted him to feel like he was valued in the guild, because he was constantly not getting the main tank healing assignment that he was supposed to be hired for. And they're trying to be better about giving him important roles, which is why I think he gets Smooth Brain assignment on some of the T6 stuff, and I'm off tank healing. Because really, he's supposed to be the main. He's taking over the main tank healing. Tank healing in general, he's gonna be the only tank healer.
And the healer's not well,
yeah, although he's kind of a floater.
Yeah, he really should be more on the bank, honestly, but...
Scanning now.
I mean, honestly, there should be...
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, the more I look at it, I feel like switching... Like, I'm worried now that if I switch, of course I'll be getting better numbers, but I'm not so sure that even if the raid comp is better, I'm not so sure the raid will be better off for it. I mean, we're missing opportunities for me to bop people that literally stopped us from wiping on Hyjal.
Yeah, I've got to say that the tanking has been quite bothersome the past few, well, today and yesterday.
They keep tanking out of line of sight, which is a pain in the ass for me.
It's not even that. Like, today I was getting very pissed off. So they marked those in Black Temple. They were marking those caster guys as skull. You know, and skull means that's your first target you attack as DPS. Well, it was a caster, so you have to kind of wait for it to come into the concentrate and all that stuff. But it's like the main tank, Smooth, should have been tanking the skull right off the bat, putting aggro on it, because that's who people are going to hit. So, you know, like good 5-10 seconds after I wait till he runs a concentrate, I then start smacking him and instantly pull aggro, and then I was tanking it on every single pull, and it was really starting to piss me off. It's like,
well, and then they make jokes about you being dead.
Yeah.
The whole time I was thinking, like, if only I was a little bit quicker on Bob. But that's the thing, is that Bob really is kind of a crutch, right?
Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't have to pop people, because the tank should be taunting. I mean, I don't know about you, but you know, it's when you're tanking, like, we're not even those pulls aren't like tons and tons of guys like on, say, Hyjal, where it might be difficult to taunt, but to me, I can track every single one of those enemies. If I saw that one wasn't hitting me, I would taunt it. And there's plenty of add-ons.
I mean,
there's
even
plenty
in
of add-ons.
Even in Karzhan, I have no tank add-ons. I've never played a pally tank before. I cycle through all of my targets and see what the threat is on each one of them.
That's already done.
I don't know.
So I can taunt.
It seems weird to me that. I guess I mean, the thing is it's not hard to play a tank, but it's hard to find a good tank.
Request sent.
Unfortunately, I don't think Snow's a good tank. He's very slow on that one boss to move out of the fire. He literally sits in it for a good 5 seconds.
Making mistakes on every pull, and then causes people to die.
Well, and
it's too late to say sorry.
What pisses me off is that sometimes you're cashing the heat for it.
The art of being a warrior is to balance the wonder.
That's why I'm
and the
actually,
terror
if you
of being alive.
switch to shaman, you don't have to deal with that anymore.
I probably will, to be honest, because they'll be like, Nemesis is a really good healer, so he should. This is the thing that pisses me off whenever Banana says these things. Is he's like, well, come on, we both know you're good enough that you could have stopped him from dying, and I'm like, no, I couldn't have. I actually couldn't have. Even if I was there, he would have still died. He's like, but if you were like precasting heals on him, I'm like, nobody precasts the largest heal that they have on the tank when they're full health before the battle begins. That's idiotic. First of all, it's such a waste of mana. And then, second, as he's pulling the boss in, even if I was there, it's a 2. Even if I was like literally hard casting my most powerful healing spell on him as he's running in, It's a 2.5-second cast time. He died within 0.57 seconds, taking 94% of his health and damage, which I can test Banana on this one very vehemently on, because he thinks that that wasn't the case. That's what the log says, according to what I saw on there. He took that much damage within 0.57 seconds. Even if I was hard casting, he'd have had to have been lucky for my cast to nearly be complete by the time he took that damage, right? So even if I was doing it, it would have been dubious at best that he would have survived.
Yeah.
So for him to be like, you know, Nemesis, you could have done better. I'm like, really, I couldn't though. Really, I could not have done better.
Well, he needs to understand that, you know, in Black Temple, your tanks are gonna get slapped like that sometimes, and it's not a healing issue. It's simply a tank issue. It will eventually be remedied as the tank gets better geared, but at the same time, you need a tank who recognizes, oh, there's fire, and I want it in right now, rather than, oh, there's fire, let me sit in it for 5 seconds, and then be like, oh, watch out for the fire, guys.
That fire does unbelievable damage too.
And I swear to fuck God, if he ever pulls tank on me, or the boss on me like that again, I'm gonna scream.
Just do it anyways. Makes you feel better.
Yeah. Like his idea of moving the boss, and he like pulls it all the way around towards me, and then pulls it back to the opposite side where, like, he doesn't make any sense.
Are we talking about Supremus?
No. The second boss when we're with Thrall.
Okay, gotcha.
That's already
like
done.
he moves him, pulls him almost, you know, full 180, and then pulls him back around, and it's like, no, just pull him to the side, don't pull him on me. It got me cleaved twice from that. It's
Well,
so freaking annoying.
Yesterday when he died at 6 seconds into the fight, what I don't understand is why we pulled the way we did. So we're all sitting in the back of the map, right? And then he runs off into Bumfuckville to go and pull the boss over. Why don't we just have a hunter misdirect him if it's that far away? Right? Because he ran all the way out there, and I'm like, by the time I realized that was going to be a problem, that what he was doing, it was too late. He was out of my range, and then I'm running towards him to try to get to him, and he dies before I'm even in range. And then he's in raid chat, and he's complaining about how he didn't get heals. Dude, it's 6 seconds into the fight. We haven't even pulled the boss all the way back to the rest of the raid yet. I don't know what you want me to do. Like, it's not that you're not getting kills, it's that you literally haven't finished pulling the boss yet. I mean, ultimately, I think it's kind of up to him on how we pull the boss, right? That's the tank's discretion. He should called for a 100.
He should have.
Seal of Wisdom on the boss is Fracto's job. Although, I do understand, because we don't have a Ret Paladin, that makes things a lot harder.
To database.
Well, you know what's really funny is Fracto just got absolute shit on I forget which oh, it was Supremacist, who just literally shit on Fracto. He like died almost instantly.
I don't remember what happened to him. I think he didn't get healed.
No, he just died almost instantly. when he pulled aggro. And there was no healing him. I actually commented about it in the party chat. I was dead at that point in the melee chat. And Stagler was like, "Oh yeah, that's funny."
I gotta look this up now. I'm curious to see the log, see what happened to him.
Yeah, he just got dumped on.
Frameshift drive charging.
Supremus. Damage taken. Oh no, it's deaths. Deaths. I actually died. I have to use my health stone. My soul stone. Okay, so
Adding information to database.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
his death was definitely preventable. Looking at this.
Oh, I'm sure it was, but
this is just my fault.
He took some damage. Real quick.
This was actually way more healable than what happened with Smooth Brain on that one boss, where he died in 6 seconds, or he died at 6 seconds into the fight. Like, according to this, he died. So he's at 2.53 seconds before he dies. He's at 57% health. He pops a trinket. Then he gets hit for about 4.5k, dropping him to 30% health. And then 1.51 seconds later, he gets hit with another melee, which kills him. Which there was plenty of time. If we had healers in range, there was plenty of time for him to get healed.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he wasn't in range then. He just got
that was actually a major problem that we had during that one. That's why it wasn't so very clean, because when we started, I remember the image that Banana wanted us to look at, and it's got like the DPS and healers like spread out in front of the boss. Well, when we pulled the boss, Smoothbrain pulled him off to the side, which forced everybody to have to move around him in a very awkward way. And that made some of the people out of range of each other, which was annoying. And then when people started running him around the map, that made it even harder for us to have both tanks in range at the same time.
Well, that's part of the fight, is he just picks up a random person, so you can't really have a perfect. But the thing is that the tanks should just be staying right on him, and the healers should be always in range of tanks, but of course not in range of Supremus. And so yeah, you're constantly moving on that fight. Yeah, I remember feeling that. It's not a super easy one to heal, honestly.
Just a lot of moving around.
Yeah.
Which is bad for my class.
Yeah, it's not so bad on the resto shaman, because that place is considered outside, so you can use your ghost wolf. So it's, I mean, it's a little easier enhancement shaman because my ghost wolf's instant, but you know, it can be useful to cast ghost wolf and run. Okay, there is 50 million in Cargo profit to Nyalfi, and then I'm on my way back to do bounties.
Working on those now.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have the same problems as we did with
That's already done.
Phase 2 SSC and TK. I think we'll be able to clear all the content at some point. Not as quick as other guilds, but at some point we'll have PT and Hydro on farm, but we really need to get Hydro done in one night. Which is why I kind of like the idea of them switching Black Temple to Friday instead of Hydro. Although I think Hydro really is the preferred instance, so I'm thinking they should actually switch it back at some point where Hydro's Friday, Black Temple's Saturday, because we have that extra hour. But I might have to have some words with them, because there's a lot of people that are like pushing to go to Black Temple because they don't get drops in Hydro. And it's like, well, that might be good for you, but there's quite a few people that also want drops from Hydro. So I might have to put my foot down and say that this is not appropriate to favor certain people and their gear. Go to Black Temple over people that need gear from Hydro.
Vision.
Affirmative, Commander.
I think I've fallen asleep twice sitting here. I'm going to bed.
Alright, have a good one.
See you guys next time.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm gonna skirt off the bed myself.
Oh my god, you're awake.
Yep.
Repairs, fuel, weapons, check. That's already done.
Goodbye, Commander. Goodbye, good riddance.